Hello everyone, I am your psychology buddy here to make psychology easy and interesting for you all. If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out. And if you face any kind of difficulty, write in the comment box, I will try to solve it. So today we are going to study Erikson theory of personality development. So Erikson was a developmental psychologist who proposed a theory of psychosocial development that outlines 8 stages that individuals go through from the infancy to late adulthood. Means old stage. So the thing is that there are 8 stages that a person goes throughout his lifetime, and each stage involves a central conflict that plays a key role in the development of personality and psychosocial skill. Successfully resolving this conflict led to healthy development, while failure may result in psychosocial difficulties. I mean, there is a conflict, like you can see the first stage here, the conflict is trust versus mistrust. There is a conflict between trust versus mistrust, and if this conflict is resolved successfully, then it leads to a healthy development, as we all know. And if it is failure, there may be some kinds of psychosocial problems we can see in an individual. So at first stage, there is trust versus mistrust occurs during infancy 0 to 1 years, okay, after the child is born. In this stage, if a child receives consistent care, affection, and nurturing from caregivers, they develop a sense of trust in the world. If not, they may develop mistrust and fear towards people and their environment. The virtue gained here is hope. मतलब क्या होता है, मतलब छोटे बच्चों को बहुत केयर करना पड़ता है. लाइक दे कैन डू एनीथिंग अलोन, नो, दे ऑलवेज नीड अ केयर गिवर, एंड इफ दिस केयर गिवर गिव्स अफेक्शन एंड नर्चर देम, देन दे develop a trust that their desires might be fulfilled in this world. Like the kids wanted food, they wanted affection and all that, and if they get all this, they may trust the people around them, around or the world, that are like they can gain something from them. And if mistrust predominates, then the children will view the world as unfriendly and unpredictable, and think that they will not get the things they want, and thus they will be have trouble in making relationships in afterwards in life. And thus they are not getting the consistent care they want from their caregivers when they are small. So they while growing up, they will think that they will not get the things they want, and this leads to like an isolation or trouble in forming relations. And in second stage, this is autonomy versus shame and doubt. It is 1 to 3 years toddlers begin to explore their independence. If encouraged and supported, they develop autonomy and confidence. However, if they are overly criticized or controlled, they may feel shame and doubt their abilities. The virtue that emerges from successful resolution is will. I mean, the toddlers like to explore the environment. No, they do play with the things that are present in the environment. They do explore. They are like mini scientists and all that. And if this explorations is like encouraged, they develop an autonomy that they can do the thing alone. And if they are overly criticized, they are like shame and doubt. They will think that they can't do the things properly, that's why they are being criticized or controlled by their parents or other teachers and all that. So they will not do the things. The virtue that emerges from successive resolution is will, like willing to do more things, or willing to explore the environment, or willing to something new. They develop this will. The third stage is initiative versus guilt. It is 3 to 6 years, centered around children asserting power and control through directing play and social interactions. A supportive environment helps them develop initiative and a sense of purpose. Conversely, discouragement can lead to guilt and hesitation in taking initiative. The virtue gained is purpose. I mean, like equipped with the sense of trust and autonomy, the child now begins to take initiative to do things alone, and and they can properly do the things if we allow the child to do experiment or to take initiative to properly supervise the things and then do the things alone. But और इफ़ वी डू नॉट अलाउ द किड टू डू द थिंग्स अलोन, और हम लोग उसे डांट देते, कुछ किया तो हम लोग डांट देते उसे, और लाइक दिस थिंग्स, तो क्या होता है, देयर फ्रॉम्स द गिल्ट इनसाइड दैट चाइल्ड एंड स्लोली दे विल नॉट टेक इनिशिएटिव टू डू द थिंग्स alone. Okay, so they will feel guilt that they will do anything wrong, and then they will get scolding from parents or teachers and like that. And however, if initiative rules guilt, children may become too unruly. Like बहुत बच्चे होते हैं ना, बहुत शरारती होते हैं, उसे हम लोग पकड़ ही नहीं सकते वैसे. लाइक इफ इनिशिएटिव ओवरवेल्म्स, इफ वी डोंट टेल द किड एनीथिंग, like if they do something wrong, we have to tell the kid that those things are wrong. But there are few parents, I might say, like they don't tell their kids that it's wrong, and they don't care about what their child is doing, and at that time the children become too unruly. Okay, there should be a balance between initiative and guilt. Neither initiative should rule or neither guilt should rule. Both becomes a problematic behavior. So, and now if guilt overwhelms, then they become too inhibited, like they don't want to do anything. They will like feel isolated, and they will like do the things they know, and they would not do things. Or during the fourth stage, industry versus inferiority, 6 to 12 years, children enter school and begin comparing themselves with peers. Success leads to a sense of competence and achievement, while repeated failure or negative feedback fosters feeling of inferiority. The corresponding virtue is competence. I mean, in school, the children learn various skills, and teachers put pressure on them to work hard in order to perform well. If the child initiative to do something is accepted by the teachers and encouraged and reinforced, then they will feel like competence and confident enough to be industrious. While on the other hand, if the child is continuously criticized for being initiative, or then it will make him feel inferior of his abilities. The right balance will develop the virtue of competency, means how to be competent around people, how to support everybody. And the fifth stage is identity versus role confusion, 12 to 18 years, is crucial for developing a personal identity. Adolescents explore different roles, beliefs, and goals, successfully forming a clear sense of self result in the virtue of fidelity, while confusion or lack of direction led to a weak identity and role confusion. I mean, here during adolescent, what happens is that a person or adolescent become give more importance to their own thinking process or what they want to become. They ask question like who they are, what they really like, and what they want to become. And in other words, like they seeks to establish a clear self identity around their people or around the society, to understand their own unique traits and what is really of central importance to them. Like during this stage, children have become more independent and try to become a part of the society by contributing their what they can do. So they want to develop a social and occupational identity too. And if society provides a clear identity and rights that how to achieve their goals, then it becomes it is okay. But if the society does not give the scope to the adolescent to what become or to choose their future, then there might be a role confusion in that. Let's take an example like adolescent adolescent who have many opportunities in front of them. They can choose the thing which they like, and they could establish their identity based on that opportunity they want. They like that opportunity, of course. And suppose there is an adolescent who belongs from a poor household or who is from a poor country. They do not get such opportunities to choose a job, or they have to choose an opportunity which they don't like, and only to feed them or to feed their family they have to do all those things. And there might be a question in that adolescent mind that is that the thing they wanted to become, And thus and there will be maladaptive tendencies and adolescents, like they can use or abuse, sorry, they can abuse drugs and all that thing, or there is a fantasy type of thing going inside the adolescent mind. There can be various problems. And in young adulthood, 18 to 40 years, the sixth stage is intimacy versus isolation. Individuals seek deep, meaningful relationships. Those who build close bond experience love and connection, while those who struggle may feel lonely and isolated. The virtue developed here is love. I mean, like, at first stage we read no trust versus mistrust. So it's very important here. If trust predominates, then the person can from intimate relationship with others, and if mistrust predominates, like they cannot from intimate relationship and they like to be isolated from others. So that there is a stage, no. So the first stage affect the sixth stage, like this, like the earlier stages affect the later stages of life, like trust and mistrust affect that intimacy versus isolation thing. And if like the virtue developed here is love, so it's done. And the seventh stage, generativity versus stagnation, 40 to 65 years, is marked by a desire to contribute to society and support the next generation. Success in this stage means being productive and feeling of a sense of purpose. Failure results in stagnation and a sense of unproductiveness. The associated virtue is care. मतलब क्या होता है, the healthy aim of this stage is to develop love and care for their future generation. During this stage, an individual tries to become productive for work and for other society, like by raising a family and kids and being sensitive for their needs and requirements. So it is generativity, generating something for the society. And if the person or the people lack this all the virtues, if they cannot be productive, if they do not from the family, there might a sense of unproductiveness, and it leads to stagnation. And the associated virtue is care, means they care for their family and all that, they care for others, that's why they are being productive. Finally, in the late adulthood, 65 years plus, the stage is ego integrity versus despair. Older adults reflect on their lives. Those who feel satisfied and fulfilled gain a sense of ego integrity or integrity and wisdom, while those who look back with regret may experience despair. I mean, in this stage where the person has experienced 70% of his life and only 30% is left, the older adult does not, they have done all the things to the society, to their family, and now they have enough time to think about themselves, what they had done, or they can go back to what they have done earlier. And so if the adult reflects on their life, that they have done good things, they've been productive, they have supported their family. So if they think that they have done all these things, they feel satisfied and fulfilled, and they have developed certain integrity and wisdom, while those who look back with regret that they have not done enough things, they could do this and that they have not supported their family well, then it may lead to experience of despair. So like they may feel regret and all that. So the video ends here. Hope you like it.